my name is Albert-Minckler, and my medicinal herb for this project was turmeric! Now, let's get on with the video! The first recorded use of turmeric for medicinal purposes was in 450 BCE, where it was discovered in India, buried in clay pots along with the remnants of other medicinal herbs. Turmeric was not only important to India as a medicine, but also as a way to dye clothes and as a spice for food. From India, turmeric traveled across the border into China, where it also became a part of traditional medicine. In the 1200s, turmeric traveled across the world, primarily to Europe, due to the spice trade. It also became more accessible to Britain in the 1400s from India because of colonization. The Europeans valued turmeric because of its similarities in color and flavor to that of saffron, which was highly valuable and at times considered worth more than even gold. Turmeric was considered to be a gift from the gods because it was believed to promote strength and courage, happiness, and protect from evil, and also to promote purity. It was originally written about in the Hindu holy books, the Vedas, which are dated to be written around 600 BCE. Turmeric is also believed primarily to keep away evil spirits and to protect from negative beliefs and negative people. This is why many Indians will wear turmeric amulets around their neck or cloth dyed with turmeric. The color of turmeric is said to symbolize the Hindu sun god, who was a fighter of evil. Turmeric is now used in many Hindu and Sikh wedding traditions, primarily the Hindu wedding tradition Haldi, which is also known as the turmeric ceremony, where the bride and groom spread turmeric paste on their bodies to cleanse themselves of their past lives and prepare themselves for a married future. Turmeric is also used in creating idols of gods, specifically the god Ganesh, because it is supposed to be accessible to all social classes. Turmeric is also used as a way for worshippers to purify themselves. Turmeric is a small plant with large green leaves and yellow flowers. The inside of the turmeric root is often a bright orange color. It is part of the rhizome family along with ginger. The active component responsible for most of the healing effects of turmeric is the polyphenol curcumin. Polyphenols are compounds found in plants that are usually brightly colored and have healing capabilities. There are over 130 species of turmeric, and it's only native in southern Asia. Common uses for turmeric include its capabilities to help with skin conditions such as acne and rashes, as well as dandruff. It can also whiten teeth, prevents inflammation, and is a great natural pain reliever. Recent scientific studies have found that turmeric could be even beneficial for curing things such as cancer, Alzheimer's, or arthritis. In 1985, mice were injected with cancerous cells and then given turmeric for 10 days. A month later, the group of mice that had been treated had 80% less cancerous cells than the ones who hadn't. In many cases of dementia, such as Alzheimer's, the body creates a dangerous plaque on the brain which causes decay. In 2014, scientists found that the compounds in turmeric can create new healthy brain cells to develop while replacing dangerous deformed cells. Turmeric reduced the amount of this protein by over 50% in most of its patients. With all of these health benefits, why wouldn't you want to try out turmeric? Turmeric can be added to many recipes, but one recipe that is designed to give you the most benefits of turmeric is golden milk. For this recipe, you will need agave or any other sweetener, classic full-fat coconut milk, ground cinnamon, ground ginger, cayenne pepper, but this is completely optional, ground black pepper, and finally our star ingredient, turmeric. Besides these ingredients, you'll also need a measuring cup, a pot, which is not shown here, and a set of measuring spoons. The first thing you're going to want to do is open up your can of coconut milk, being careful with the lid, and measure out 2 cups. The fat in the coconut milk helps with the absorption of the turmeric, but you can use any type of milk that has a high fat content. And here you can see that it's measuring exactly 2 cups. Now we're going to want to add our 2 cups of coconut milk to a medium-sized saucepan, and here I've already measured out the other ingredients, but I'll read them off as we go. In this pot, we're also going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, or more depending on how spicy you like things, 1 teaspoon of our ground turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon to 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground pepper, which the compounds in pepper help with the absorption of the turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of agave, which I'm about to drop this in, but don't worry, I cleaned it all up and it was completely okay. Now, we're going to want to blend this mixture all together until it's smooth and not grainy. I'm using an immersion blender here, but you can also use a standalone blender. And we want to just blend this until it gets all frothy and smooth and we don't see any lumps. Now that our mixture is all smooth and blended, we're going to want to turn the heat on to medium-high and heat until it's hot but not boiling. This is going to take us about 3 to 5 minutes. During this time, we're going to want to stir occasionally, making sure that our mixture does not boil. Once our timer goes off, we're going to turn off the heat and straight away pour this into a mug and drink. Now here's right after I made it and my first reaction to trying it. And as you can see, I wasn't really a fan. Okay. So this is my dad, and he's gonna try it just to get a second opinion. He likes turmeric, so let's see. What do you think?
It's not bad.
Out of how many turmerics would you rate it? Out of 10 turmerics, by the way.
Out of 10 turmerics?
Yeah.
I give it a 6.
Alright, I'd give it about a 1.5 turmerics. So, it all depends on your taste buds. The cayenne really helps. I'd say that.
I like the coconut too.
I'm not a big coconut fan, but the coconut milk, I think, gives it a weird texture. And he's still drinking it, so yeah. Apparently it's not that bad. Overall, I thought the drink would be really good for winter, but it's kind of an acquired taste. The coconut milk makes it really thick, and it kind of tastes like a watered down curry. But I actually think as a sauce, it would be pretty good. The only problem is at the bottom, it had a lot of remnants and residue. Considering that turmeric does not have very much of the active ingredient curcumin, which has most of the health benefits, I would only drink this if it was something that you enjoy drinking, not really only for health benefits. Except it won't do anything bad for you either.